Hi, everyone. My name is Danielle Copeland, and I am a motivational speaker and author. I also own Lit Strategy, where I promote positivity one smile at a time. Lit with my business stands for living in truth, and that is exactly what I plan to do and take up space in the world. But let's get to what today is all about. I honestly had a little bit of a time trying to figure out a moment in my life where I actually provided healing and or promoted hope. And it's funny because if you know me, you know I'm that person. I'm the one that people look to for that. And so the moment that got me was one that recently happened with my daytime job. I've currently been there. I've been in the healthcare field for 2 years and I've been virtual. Um, Started this job in the top of the pandemic and was sent home a month into my training. Training was about 3 months, but I was sent home the first month of training and had to continue the training virtually. Now, unlike a lot of people, I've never worked from home. That wasn't an option. That wasn't a thing. I was used to getting up and going into the office and the hustle and bustle of things. So here I am, I'm virtual, and I've got to continue to be myself, learn, and do a great job as an employee as long as support my team in this virtual environment. So I started on a team with my company, and I promise you, I am so grateful for that team because we were a complete family. I'm talking about like these were my brothers, my sisters, my cousins, aunts, uncles, whoever. We became so close, you wouldn't even know that we had only, most of us had only seen each other in person, for at least a month, but there was others on my team I had never even met in person, couldn't tell you what they even looked like, except for maybe a picture, on your icon on the Teams meeting app. So here I am, I got all this camaraderie. I know everybody's business, they know my business. But it was a family and it was amazing. So about a year after being on this team, the company decided to do a mix up, which I'm learning they do often. I guess they try and switch up the dynamics of different teams and bring and allow people to bring different things and grow and flourish, which I'm cool with. So I go to a brand new team and I can't even lie, it was a little hurtful. We cried in our last meeting on my previous team because we didn't know what to expect. It was like you literally were breaking up a family. So I go to this new team, I get a brand new supervisor, and now I've got to try to operate on this new team with people that I don't know and they don't know me. So I get to the team and a month in, I don't even think it was a month in, my new supervisor decides that she's going to step down. And it's already a shocker because I'm on a new team with people I don't know, a new supervisor who's now no longer my supervisor, and I got to figure out how to navigate all these different things. So I'm navigating how to figure it out. You're already doing a lot because you're virtual. So I get another supervisor that stands in for her in the midst of it all. And, she's doing a great job and she's, supporting us and doing everything that she can. But once again, we're still new. We don't really know each other. And I came from having all this support and all these people that love and care about me. And, we cracking jokes, we're having a good time, we're answering questions, we're assisting each other with the job. And it was great, to nothing. And when I mean nothing, so virtually you're working in a chat. So I'm in a chat where I don't feel comfortable asking anybody questions about the job or how to help me. I don't feel comfortable telling people anything because I don't know them and they don't know me. So I'm sitting here like, I don't want to be on the team no more. I'm ready to go. I got to get out, and I got to get out now. So I spoke with my supervisor and my one-on-one, how we have those every single month. And I let her know I got to go. I got to get off this team. I don't want to be here anymore. And this was after maybe a couple months. I was like, I don't want to do it. And she, questioning, are you sure, Danielle, that's not you? Because the supervisor I ended up getting actually was a friend of mine, and she was on my previous team. And, now at this point, she's moving into a different role. So I'm sitting there and I'm thinking like, yeah, I can't do it. I don't know. I went from having all this everything and now I have nothing. And when I say nothing, meaning I would go into a chat and it would be like, good morning. A few people would say good morning, and there's like 20 people on the team. You get like 5 or 6 that tell you good morning, and then there's nothing all day. And then at night, right before everybody's leaving, it's like good night. But we ain't talked all day. So why are you telling me good night? I was so confused. So my supervisor told me to think about it. She told me take some time and, don't run so quickly. But she was like, if you decide that that's what you want to do, shoot me an email, tell me, your thoughts, and, I'll work it out with the business manager. I said, okay. My lead at the time, I spoke with her as well, and she gave me the speech like, the grass isn't greener on the other side. You don't know. This is an opportunity, where you never know how things may go, how you can change the dynamics. And I'm like, still trying to figure out, what am I supposed to do? She didn't know because she's actually somebody new to me as well. But in the midst of moving to this new team, we kind of gravitated to each other. So I had her. Okay, so I think about it, and now I'm like, I got to get into what I know how to do. What do, Danielle? You motivate people. You show people that it's going to be okay and that they don't have to worry, and that at the end of the day, we had a job to do and we was going to be all right. Change happens. Change is inevitable, especially in the healthcare field. So I've already had to learn to roll with this change situation. Although I don't like changing a lot in my life, I literally try to be consistent, and I try to keep things as the same as much as I possibly can. So I'm sitting here and I had to think. My team, they lost the supervisor they had been with. They get these brand new people that they don't know. And then they get another supervisor that they don't know. So how are we supposed to work as a cohesive unit? So I'm myself, I'm happy-go-lucky, I'm energetic. I'm that person that everybody looks to for that. So I go in the chat every day and I kind of just put myself out there. I started working to getting to know my team. I started asking different questions of things that would help team building. And this came where I was literally on Google, like searching, hey, team building things that I can do virtually, things you can do by text, things you can do by chat. And I started using those things to pull my team in as a cohesive unit, because at this point, people are down. I don't know what they're going through, but I know what I'm going through, and I wasn't happy with my team. So I started these team building activities. I started putting together different outings once a month so that we could start getting to know each other. Because by now the COVID restrictions, had become a little bit more relaxed. And I'm just like, something's got to give. And you want to know what? It did. It definitely did. And to this day, one of my old lead, which is now, a really amazing, I guess, friend. She's a coworker that consistently supports me. And she always says, you did that, girl. You did that. I'm like, how did I do that? And she was like, you was just being Danielle. And I was like, what do you mean? So here I am putting myself out there, as I usually would every day. I get on social media every day and I tell people stories that I go through, things that have happened to me, in hopes that they'll see or hear what I've went through and feel that it's going to be okay. If they feel that it's going to be okay about anything I've said or a quote I've posted or a video I've shared, then I feel better. And when I got in with my team, that's exactly what I did. I put those activities out there and everybody instantly kind of gravitated to those things. I got to know them, they got to know me, and we became a cohesive unit. Everyone was in the chat daily, asking questions about the job, which is the main reason for the chat, because you need each other when we're assisting certain people in the insurance plans that they have. And so they became more comfortable once we got to know each other and sharing different details. I got tons of inboxes like, thank you so much for, jumping in and doing that for us, because we've never had that. So here I am, brand new, coming in, and we were able to work together. And I don't always like to take full credit for it, but it gets asked them, they gonna say I did. But it was not only just me putting myself out there, but it was you putting yourself out there as well. Like, they had to want to put themselves out there just how I wanted to, so that we could become a unit and learn from each other and help each other. And in that same aspect, we grew. We grew, and I felt really good about being on the team after that and learning from them. And I was able to have different conversations and, teach people different things. People were teaching me different things that I didn't know about the job and all sorts of things. And that's no greater feeling than when you're somewhere that you're not feeling very inspired or happy with, and you get that moment to where you have the opportunity to say, okay, I can do this. This helped me. This is how I'm gonna go about it. And for me to be one of those people, it felt great. And honestly, I still don't feel like I did anything but be myself. So it was really easy. It was really, really easy and nice flowing. And I think about that. There's even people that are not on the same team anymore right now. I'm actually in a different program with the company, but they still reach out and they're like, "Hey girl, how you doing?" So, I developed a great relationship with a bunch of different coworkers, and those women are just like, "Danielle, girl." They're asking me like, "What is going on? What is up?" So I say that because, especially in the workplace, you don't always have the opportunity to, I guess, promote that kind of hope and provide any type of healing, especially depending on your job. And the fact that I was able to kind of go in and do that, that warmed my heart. And I'm very grateful to have had that opportunity. And I'll do it again. And I'll keep doing it. I'll keep doing it any chance that I get. Because that's who I am, and it feels good to know that people look to you for that, and to know that you're that person that people have as a support system, because I don't feel like anybody can do anything by themselves. Like I said, even at work, you're a team. Like, individually, yes, I'm on the phone and I'm doing what I have to do, but I still need my team to back me up on a bunch of different situations. I still need my supervisor. But when you know that you have the support and you feel comfortable going to certain people in your job, in your workplace, which a lot of us have had to deal with lately, that makes your job easier. That makes you feel better. And that makes it just a lot more lovable. Because I love my job. I really do. I really do love what I do. And I can't even think about a life without doing what I do. And as long as I'm helping people, and being able to be myself and pour into others the love, the support, and whatever they need, I'm okay. I get that all the time through several people that I work with, several people in my personal life, and everybody doesn't always as everybody doesn't always have that. And like I said, I'm just grateful to have that. So hopefully that helped you guys get through, just making sure that if you're in your workplace and you need someone to talk to, reach out to those team people, reach out to those people on your team, reach out to your supervisor and let them know what you're experiencing. Because I don't think if I hadn't have reached out to my supervisor or to anybody else and let them know, that I honestly, I would have left that team and I would have went somewhere else and I could have still been unhappy. But sitting there figuring out, like telling myself that it was going to be okay and allowing myself to pour into others and let them feel that it was going to be okay, that just put a little fire and a little joy inside of me. And I was able to kind of just roll with the punches and we all came out on top at the end of the day. So thanks, guys. It was great talking to you. How long is it?